Okay, so Chet, I have your tomoquads Evo H. I literally just this second screwed the last prop down, and I was just guessing which way the props go because this is my first time ever building a hex. So this is a tomoquads Evo H. It's a hex, of course. And I mean, it was easy to figure out which way the motors go because you just go into Betaflight and go to the configuration tab and it shows a little picture and it numbers each one and shows you which direction they're supposed to go. So I figured that out. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, just like a normal quad, and then 5, 6. And motors 1, 2, and 6 go counterclockwise, and then the other 3 go clockwise. So I just assumed, because I didn't know which way the props went, I just assumed it would be the same as a regular quad where the motors that spin counterclockwise would get the clockwise props. Because I think isn't that how it is on a regular quad? Let's see. On a regular quad, 1 and 4 spin clockwise and they get the opposite. Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure I got it right. So I already bound it up to my radio and made sure that it arms, so it does arm. So I'm about to try to do the first test hover. This is kind of crazy. I've never flown a hex, let alone build one. So we're about to find out together if I did it right the first try. Man, this could hold a pretty big battery down here. There's a lot of room. It looks pretty sweet. I like it a lot. Kind of jealous, but I'm jealous of everybody's quads. Alright, well, here we go. We're gonna see if I am as good as I think I am. Oh, nothing bad happened yet. Alright, here we go. Oh shit! I did it! Wow. This is awesome. Oh man. Oh, this is so sweet. Wow. Battery's dead. Let me grab another battery and then we'll make sure that the video is working and everything. I'll show you where the bind button is. Man, that was awesome. I want a hex now, damn it. Oh, I'll put some of this stuff on the bottom here. Sorry about the color of zip ties, but I'm running low. It was either gray or like yellow or ugly green. So okay. Let's see. So it started beeping right when I landed. So let's see what it was at for it to start beeping. Well, it would be a little bit higher because it was hovering, but oh man, wow, it's a little bit too low. 3.11. Okay, this one has some juice. This one needs to put on the charger immediately. Alright, cool. Okay, so Oh, come on. Alright, I'm going to let that charge for a few minutes and then I'll come back. Alright, this should turn on now. Wipe it off. There we go. There we go. Gotta turn that stuff off on the camera. Yeah, so it was a little bit different building this, building a hex. So what I did to begin with was I bought the F411 Mini and the Speedix 20 amp ESCs. And then once I got them and the frame, I look at it and I realize, yeah, that looks good. I realized that I'm like, how am I supposed to hook up these ESCs to this flight controller? Because the FC is made for a 4-in-1, I wasn't thinking right because, this is my first time building a hex and I've built hundreds and hundreds of quads. So I was just so used to it, and so I found the Maytech FC hub. I forgot which exact one it is, but I got it from Heli Nation, and it can take like 184 amps or something like that through it. So it can take 6S, and it can handle a lot of power. So it's definitely going to be fine for this. And it did only have 4 motor pads, but I doubled up on 2 of them. It doesn't really matter because the current is flowing through the whole thing, so it really doesn't matter. Actually, I even hooked one of the ESCs up to where the battery cable is. So, and then that was the other thing too, is where to put the ESC. So I've seen other people build this with like a 4-in-1 plus 2 extra ESCs. But I just used 6 single ESCs, and I was able to put 4 of them on the arms, but the front 2 arms were too short to be able to fit them on there. So I could either, you could put them on the bottom and they'd fit on the bottom just fine. But I just stuck one right behind the camera, and that's where the receiver is as well. So I put the ESC down and then the XM Plus right on top of it. They're pretty much exactly the same size. And then the other ESC is sandwiched in between the PDB and the flight controller. You can see it in there. I probably could have fit both of them underneath the stack, but I didn't really want to be squeezing it in there with all the wires and stuff too. So yeah, everything fit just fine. I mean, I even used really long standoffs between the PDB and the flight controller, and I was still able to put the Unify Pro on the top there, and there's still even a tiny bit of room left. Got the buzzer sitting right here. I need to zip tie it down or something. And then the antenna wires coming up here, zip tied up. I used some thicker wire, some 16 gauge I think it is. Yeah, 16 gauge with an XT30. The motors, they're the 3BR 1105 6000 kV. I thought you'd like them because they're purple. Too bad Gymfan doesn't make these props in purple. That would be pretty nice, but I think they only have like yellow, red, white, clear, and blue and black. So, and then this antenna, I don't know, maybe I'll wrap a zip tie around this whole back part right here to kind of hold it underneath. That way it just moves like that, so it won't move around too much. Good thing about these antennas is they're pretty hard to break. They're really hard to break. So, I mean, you do break some stuff. So, this should hold up for you. Yeah, I'll zip tie it down right there. And I didn't want to color the arm protectors because I just didn't want it to be too much purple. Since the motors are purple. If the motors were like black or something, I probably would have. But if I would have colored these purple, it'd just be too much. I think it looks good. I colored this piece, and the camera mounts. There was another mount that went in the back here I colored too, but a lot of the pieces that Tomo makes are made for these hex standoffs, because that's the kind of standoffs he sends with some of the frames. So this wouldn't have fit on this regular round M3 standoff. Yeah, so just put the antennas up here. Yeah, I think that's about it. This thing turned out pretty sweet. I like the little bumper camera protector up here. I love the silver carbon too. It shouldn't be special edition, it should just be every frame has that. That'd be cool. Yeah, it seems pretty durable, like, you know, the arms are pretty stiff. I think it's gonna hold up for you. I should probably order a couple of these motors now for when you need them in the future, since they take a while to get here. Actually, you know what? I recently saw these in a US store. Hopefully I can think of the name of it, because there's so many stores popping up these days. But yeah, I'll try to find it again and order a couple of these motors. But yeah, that's about all I got. So questions, comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. Enjoy this chat. Shit, I guess I forgot to show you where the bind button is. So like I said, I put the receiver on top of this ESC in the front here. Yeah, very easy to access. I mean, there it is right there. That's the bind button right there. So no problem getting to it. Pushing it right now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna zip tie the antenna down, zip tie the buzzer down, and ship this off in the morning, which will be Monday morning. And hopefully you have fun flying it and enjoy it. Alright, thanks chat.